Shalom, this is GMS on Let's Sit Downs coming back with a lesson. I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakah Kodash, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect out there, that's spreading this word of sincerity and the truth all over the four corners of the earth. This is going to be a quick news update, Corona news update. You know, as you see, we're pushing towards this wave 2 of this coronavirus. This is mainly gonna talk about what's going on over here in Holland. You know, they're implementing stupid rules. Like, it makes no sense. Like how they was ignorant in the beginning. How they was like not making moves and steps while the whole world was actively pushing rules out in the among the people. Holland was all slack and slothful with it, and now all of a sudden a few new cases pop up, and now they want to come with this second wave. So this is all staged. This is all governed. This is all governed, which the word govern means to control, and that's where you get the word government from. Let me see at them. Let me start off with that, because that's really what we are in, man. We are in a government. We are under a government that's trying to control you, which that's what the word means. Here it says government in the Atom Online. It says act act of governing or ruling, system by which a thing is governed. Okay, system by which a thing is governed. From Old French, government, control, direction, administration. From governor, to steer, be at helm of, govern, rule, command, direct. So what is this system doing? It's directing us into the way they want us to go, man. Stay inside. You can't leave the house. You have to register to go into certain places. Wear the face mask. You know, they are directing us. They are steering us in the way they want to go, because they are leading this towards one thing, which is the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. That's what they steering this whole thing to. And even more things, because this is just the foundation. They have something to point the finger at now, which is COVID-19. So they can point everything out to COVID-19. You know? Sedition among men, which sedition means rise against the government. Anyway, so here you see govern. To govern is to steer. And the word mind in the Latin is mente. So govern means to control, and mente means mind. So it's mind control. So they know that sedition among men is going to come, which is a rebellion. You see that? Rebellion, uprising, revolt, concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority, violent strife between factions, civil or religious disorder. You know, and they can all point it to COVID-19. People are getting rebellious because of COVID-19. People are breaking into the stores, COVID-19. You know, they're playing around. But it's really the Most High putting the spirit upon them to do so. But they faking the funk, man, with this COVID-19. Not knowing that a real viruses is on their way, man. Real pestilences are on their way. But, you know, Esau is going to, you know, start chaos in this world, you know, knowing now what the financial or political effect is due to this COVID-19, because of what they tested it, man. How did they test it? Wave 1 was all just a test, man, to see how the people respond. Because what does this system do? What does this government do? Problem, reaction, solution. That's how the system works. They put out a problem, COVID-19. They see how the people respond, reaction. They come with the solution, which is that wave 2. And now they know how to handle it. Now they know how to steer the people even better, to how to control the people even better, how to isolate even the young people that don't want to fucking stay in the house because of some nonsense that they know nobody in their environment has COVID-19. They don't want to do that. So now, over here in Holland, it's being said that the government is making moves because of the rise of the virus again. So basically, they announcing wave 2. They say they wanna prevent a second lockdown. It's like, yeah, it's Dutch. They want to prevent the second lockdown. They're gonna minimalize the night shops, the bars and stores, soccer clubs and shit like that. But the real point that I want to lead to is this, and I'm gonna translate it the best of my ability. It says in the clubs, bars, and pubs, it's only allowed to take a seat. So you can't stand at the bar no more. You have to take a seat. You have to have a table. Also, the visitors are being asked to give their name and personal information out to the place where they are going. So the GGD, which is GGD here in Holland, is basically the people that vaccinate you, the people that call you out when you need to get a flu shot or whatever. Which that's a place that I don't fucking go, man. Even when I was a child, man, I mashed the place up, man, because they wanted to give me vaccinations. I was messing the whole place up, man. They had to strap me down on the seat and everything, man, and gave me 2 shots at the same time in my arm. But when I was young, man, when I was a small kid, I already knew that shit is not good, man. And then, my moms used to say like, oh, he afraid of needles and shit. I said, I ain't afraid of needles. But my moms didn't believe me. And then when I had to get my blood taken, I was sitting quiet as hell in the chair, man. My mom's was amazed. She was like, oh, so it's not about the needles then. The thing is, my spirit didn't feel good with something being injected into my body. Which that's that bullshit. So the GGD is the corporation that handles all those things. So you hand out your information, your personal information, to places where you go. You go to a restaurant. First, you hand out all your personal information. Soon, you're gonna have to go to the supermarket and register yourself, name, city, house number, street. Zip code, age, where you went, because that's the thing already, man. When you want to travel now, like for example, if you want to travel to Spain, you're gonna have to tell them where you have been in the last 14 days, man. I've just seen this form where you have to tell them where you have been in the last 14 days. Okay? If you had a cough, if you had headaches, fill in all your personal information. You see? So it says, so they want you to hand out your personal information into public spots so they can contact the GGD, and the GGD can contact you if something's going on. Then it says the government also wants how you call that, places like Disney World and stuff. They want that to close if someone if it has been notified that someone over there has COVID-19, or was in the park that had COVID-19. They want to close it for 14 days. But really, oh shit, here also it says Schiphol, which is the airport. There's also gonna be a testing checkpoint where people are going to be tested that come from orange countries, which the orange countries represents the code that of what is going on over there in other countries. How many new cases and all that bullshit, which is also all a political game, because over here, Holland might say, "Hey, Italy is orange," but then if someone from Spain wants to go to Italy, he doesn't know that it's orange. Spain might just say it's a yellow. But guess what? We are in the summertime right now, which is a lot of tourism. They can just boycott other countries, man, to not go there. It's all about money too. So now they know how to handle the financial crisis that's gonna occur during the COVID-19, because they tested it with wave 1. So now wave 2 is about to come. So what I want to lead this news update to is the registration, man. You know, over the years, the privacy has become less and less. So now even more with this COVID-19, they have a more insight on who lives where do people go, where do they buy, what time do they buy, because you have to register yourself, man. What is the buying behavior? And they want to also make it normal for you to check in with your personal information, which now is just a registration maybe on your phone or app, but soon it's gonna be with the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. Okay, soon it's gonna be with that, because that's what they use, man. When people are, especially when people are in hunger, man, in hunger and in need of food, they're gonna be like, hey, you want this food? You better take this chip over there at the counter, register yourself with this RFID chip, and then you can get a food ration, man. That's a lot for the sound. There's this tow truck. It's busy over there. You better register yourself, man. So that's the time that we are living in, man, and a lot of shit is going crazy out here. And this is all gonna lead to the oppressing sword, man. Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 16. Cut off the sower from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest, for fear of the oppressing sword. They shall turn everyone to his people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land. Yeah, because it's gonna be uncomfortable for the people, man. The government is gonna be so strict and so violent eventually, because you got the younger people. Like I said, the younger people is gonna rise up too. The younger people don't allow it. And it was just I just came out of the car, and I was listening to the radio, and they already said, like, hey, the younger people are not tolerating all these new rules, man. Because now Holland says, like, the younger people need to stop having all these barbecue gatherings with too many people. You know, the younger people have to stop, you know, having house parties and stuff with too many people close upon each other. And then, you know, you have these younger people responding like, what the hell you want us to do then? Just sitting in the house alone, doing nothing? You must be bugged out of your damn mind, man. You have young people responding like that. So guess what? If the government doesn't agree with those responses, they have to come in more heavy, man. And of course, first they're gonna touch your pockets with 300, 400 euro fines. But then, if that doesn't work, if people still still keep rebelling, then they're gonna take hard measurements, man. Which that is that oppressing sword. That's that martial law. When the children, when the younger people, and not even only the children, but also, you know, middle age, 30, 40 years old, 20 to 40, you know, you're gonna have people of those ages too rising up, man. Not agreeing with all the terms that this government is throwing out there. Because we are living in the time of information. We are living in the age of information. Information travels back and to and fro, like the scripture says. Like the scripture says, where does it say that again? Let me check. Knowledge increase. Yeah, Daniel chapter 12 verse 4, yeah. Why didn't... Yeah, that's the thing with this blue letter Bible. I've been complaining about it already a while. Oh, shall be increased. So just because I said knowledge shall increase instead of increased, it didn't pop up. So that's nonsense, man. That's the fucked up thing that I think is wrong with this blue letter Bible. But anyway, Daniel chapter 12 verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So we are living in the time of information, in the time wherein knowledge has been increased. Knowledge travels in instances. Something happens. Something might happen at this very moment, man. In New Zealand, let's say somebody's shooting in the street in New Zealand, and someone is filming it live. I can see it over here in Holland. Let's say there's a rescue team over there in Antarctica, the South Pole, and they filming it, how the ice is breaking off and stuff like that. I can see that, man, even though I'm not there. So this information, this knowledge is spreading throughout the whole world, and really, the people are not being fooled no more, man. So that's gonna lead towards the rising up, and these registrations is just making the people ready to take this chip, man. If your RFID chip, if your mark of the beast gets scanned, that place where you go has all your information. So they're gonna say like, yeah, it's better if you just chip the people so you don't have to register over and over again. You just go into the store, you chip in, you scan in with your chip, and the store has your information, and you can just go on your day-to-day business and go through all your shopping and your shopping and spreeing, man. Because that's really what the people are all about, man. That shopping, going into the stores, from store to store, from place to place. That's what these people is all about, man. So if you just want to continue doing that, you should just take this chip. It's very convenient, and you can just go into the store, scan yourself, and then you can just go on your day-to-day business. But if you don't do that, you have to register and stuff like that, which soon we're gonna stop doing that. So actually, everyone needs to have a chip soon. That's how they're gonna come, man. And that's when the whole shit is gonna pop off, man. But spirit has been on me to feel like, hey, this shit is about to pop off already, man. This up and coming winter. But we will have to see, man. I pray y'all Basham Yashai will pop everything off, and break this kingdom down, man. So with that, I'm gonna say, call Allah, Basham Yashai, Basham Rakakadash, Shalom to the elect.